In the roughly 25 years I've run TPAP, among the top things I've learned is the very best managers reject the status quo. They operate in a continuous improvement mode because they recognize, however well they're doing, there is or soon will be a way to do better. Anytime they hear another farmer say they're doing something because that's the way they've always done it, they know they have a competitive advantage. Jim Collins, author of Good to Great, says that good is the enemy of great. It's too easy to become satisfied with just being good. Frequently, just good is an excuse for not making the changes that are necessary for continuously striving to get better. There's an old saying, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. But I'm a firm believer in the point that Tom Peters made in his book, Thriving on Chaos. If it isn't broke, you probably haven't looked hard enough. Remember, the basic function of a competitive market is to drive the return to the average producer to economic break-even through both supply and demand responses. At that point, the below average are losing money and getting forced out. The average are just hanging in there, and the top are still making money. Anyone who's in farming for the long haul or with the intent of their business continuing on to the next generation has to be constantly striving to stay in front of the pack. The only truly sustainable competitive advantage is the ability to learn and adapt faster than your competition. Therefore, the most successful businesses are learning organizations. This involves recognizing that someone, somewhere, often outside of agriculture, has a better way of doing things, and everyone in the business needs to be driven to find it, learn it, adapt it, and continuously improve upon it. That's why the best are intentional networkers, both inside and outside of agriculture. The objective isn't just to meet people and to make contacts, but to learn. The future will always belong to those who see the possibilities before they become obvious to the average producer. This requires being open to exploring new ideas and considering different points of view, even those that may be uncomfortable or conflict with your basic beliefs and biases. Each of us see things through a filter. The objective is just to make sure that yours aren't creating too many blind spots. Exceptional managers not only believe in the necessity of making mistakes, but also see mistakes as virtually synonymous with growth and progress. Their belief is that people who haven't failed haven't tried very hard. The objective is to learn from experience and avoid repeating the same mistakes. Be deliberate about associating with the best and the brightest. If you focus too much on looking inward at your industry, at your commodity group, or geographic region, you're going to be left behind. If you're not changing at the rate of the leading edge of your competition, you're falling behind the pack, even if you're moving ahead. Unless the successful are penalized and the unsuccessful are subsidized, it's an economic reality that success requires continuous management improvement at the rate set by your competition, not by your own comfort zone.